Hello everyone, my name is Prajwal,
I am Leonardo.
and we worked on something called DaVinci Solve.
It's an AI powered uh, code prep website that simulates the real interview experience.
In computer programming interviews are often asked to think of solutions, of algorithms, and verbally describe them, or even on like a whiteboard. And so we built a kind of application using LLMs from Grok and also speech to text and text to speech to help you with formulating your thinking and to think through the problem and show your approach to them. How we can start is by entering a leak code problem that we want to practice with. For example, we can choose the to-sum problem and click Submit Problem. It'll fetch the problem statement for us, like this.
And then you can see that there is a record button over here, which basically means that we're encouraging the user to formulate their response in speech and articulate what they mean and show that they understand their approach. So I'm going to go ahead and click record here and provide my first response to this to-sum problem. I'd like to compare two elements that are consecutive in an array, which takes linear time, and see if those two elements add up to the total sum. And if they do, then I return their indices.
Now, when Leonardo clicks Submit Explanation, under the hood, the speech is converted to text and then it's evaluated by Grok LLMs.
Your approach only checks adjacent elements, but the problem doesn't guarantee that the two numbers that add up to the target will be next to each other in the array.
As you can see in here, it provides feedback about your solution, and Leo picked a solution which wasn't correct.
So I can go ahead and, because I was given this feedback, I can go ahead and provide another solution that is correct. I'd like to use two nested for loops that allows me to look at every pair of elements, and given every pair of elements, I can check if those two elements add up to the total sum that we want. And if they do, then I return their indices. I can go ahead and click Submit Explanation again. It similarly evaluates my new recording.
Your approach is correct in terms of logic, but it's inefficient for large inputs due to its time complexity. Consider how you can store the numbers you've seen so far and their indices in a way that allows you to look them up quickly, rather than having to check every pair of elements.
Okay, so what DaVinci Solve has told me here is that I am right, my algorithm is correct, but the problem is it's not very fast, and this explanation is really helpful because it also gives me a hint on how to move forward using a way to look my indices up quickly, which gives me the idea for this correct and efficient solution. I'd like to use a dictionary that stores the complement of the element to its index, complement being the total value that we want minus the value of the element, and as we iterate across the array, I'd like to create another mapping in this dictionary from its complement to its index, and every time I'd like to see if that element exists in the current set of complements, and if it does, then I can return their indices because I've found a pair that adds up to the total sum. And I can click Submit Explanation once again.
Okay, that approach sounds good. Now, get ready to code it out.
Now, what DaVinci Solve just did is it just evaluated Leo's solution and it compared it to the solution of the problem, and it saw that the steps are like identical or similar, and they have similar time complexity, like they're very efficient, and it also provides the correct answers. And it also links to the specific lead code problem link, so you can now go ahead and solve it yourself. And you can not only just do it on one LeetCode problem, you can do it on as many as you want. And you can put in any LeetCode problem. For example, Leo is typing in palindrome number, and then when you click Submit Problem, it'll fetch it from LeetCode, the description of it, and some example data. And then you can do that process all over again by submitting your explanation and checking to see if it's right.
And that's it for DaVinci Solve. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.